Hey everybody, Draspee here, and I'm going to do a quick anime review, a little late today, but that's okay. So anyway, that was an amazing episode. I really liked how it started out. We saw Alain coming, and then I was like, ooh yeah, this is going to be a great episode. We knew that right from the beginning. And then Clement whips out the mini Clembot, and I've noticed that recently his inventions haven't been exploding a lot. I think that's actually pretty interesting. But anyway, Tiny Clembot, I thought that was pretty awesome, as you can tell by my little meme that I put up here. And then I thought that was pretty interesting that he's been recording Ash's battles again. I mean, what did you expect? I mean, that's what he's been doing all along. And then that rematch they had just to see if he could get Greninja into Ash-Greninja form was pretty interesting battle. I really liked how just Greninja just showed how awesome it is. And then we get to go where Alain comes. He's like, hey guys, your Pokemon are kind of tired. Why don't we do a battle? And it's like, oh, sweet. So then they come in, and then, Clement's like, okay, I can still do my research. So Clement's still studying to see what exactly occurs when Ash and Greninja form occurs. So, seeing their two separate patterns. And then, the battle starts with Metang and Noivern, kind of like, okay, won't do that now because can't really get Greninja going. So Noivern battles. Ash put up a pretty good fight, but he wasn't gonna win. We all knew that. It was like, oh, Ash, you're at a deep disadvantage. But Ash is like, no, I'll go do this anyway. And to be fair, he put up a pretty good fight. But in the end, the type disadvantage of being resisted like heck and not being able to take a hit at all from Noivern's part really did some damage there. But luckily, things did end up evening out a little bit, so now it's round 2. Greninja's back. Now this is where things get interesting. The Ash-Greninja fight was awesome. I mean, at first, Greninja's doing pretty awesome. Bam, bam, bam. Pretty much wrecking Charizard as expected. But then, we get the Dragon form, so now he doesn't have any super effective moves anymore, and Greninja seems to be more of a physical attacker, despite the fact that his special stat is slightly better. So, and then plus Charizard gets an awesome attack stat that he completely utilizes to the max, which really puts things up. And I thought it was kind of funny how Pikachu was a little upset when it didn't get to battle. But, Ash is like, nah, give other people a chance. You're like level 100 by now. And then just that battle, and then Clement's just watching from the sideline. Oh, but then we see the Ash-Greninja form happen. Then we see, the patterns. I think that was, just kind of like their brain waves and their heartbeat. Most likely heartbeat because of the location of those things kind of match up. And then we see them turn to Ash-Greninja form. So basically, from what I can tell, is essentially they become in sync completely is the idea. Now, I'm really interested about this because this could be kind of like a perfect form of Mega Evolution. Because Mega Evolution is just a bond. You have 2 stones, you wear them, boom, Mega Evolution. It's because I'm kind of questioning that, because you can have a Pokemon that, yeah, I'm just like, really, there's something seems a little off about the whole Mega Evolution thing up to now. I think that maybe the Ash-Greninja form is going to be a sign of a more perfect and developed Mega Evolution idea, where it's actually based off of your bond. And maybe Ash collapsing is going to be a sign that, you're basically going to be the Pokemon. You're going to become the Pokemon. And that, when the Pokemon gets defeated, game over. I could see that as, making Mega Evolutions way more invested. If you throw out a Mega Evolution, you can't just throw it out to do some damage and get taken out. It's going to become a super big deal to keep it alive. That will make Mega Beedrill become a lot less popular. I mean, if this is a thing, I am really excited to see whether or not they do that. Because I always thought Mega Evolutions kind of seemed a little hypocritic in the sense, because you have this Pokemon, oh, we're super well bonded. Go fight them to the death. And now that you're more powerful, I like you more. No. I mean, it should be you're more powerful, but I like the fact that their bond is so strong that they actually are literally bound together, as in they're the same. That is amazing. I really like that. That is the perfect thing to do. And then Yes, that battle's pretty amazing. And then I also think there's some speculation that can be put in about Mega Ash-Greninja's stats. I think that assuming that about 100 is added to it, I would say that there's probably a decent investment in speed. Probably, I don't know, probably a decent investment in speed, probably around 20-ish. But I think that what is definitely invested in is the defenses and the physical attack. Because, like, I'd say, like, a small investment in speed, because it wasn't, like, super faster. I mean, actually, I'd say maybe it was even a little slower. No, probably around the same speed. But it definitely had way more defense, way more special defense, and it definitely had a much higher boosted attack. Because to be able to hit that hard was pretty incredible. It was almost always doing physical attacks, and that would explain why he is a special attacker physically orientated. That's my theory on what Ash-Greninja is going to be. It's going to be slightly, if at all, boosted speed with much higher attack, defense, and special defense. So maybe like 30 on attack, 30 on defense, 30 on special defense, and 10 on speed, maybe? That's probably a conservative estimate. Not politically speaking, but, you know, in the actual sense of the word conservative. And then, as far as the rest of it goes, I was pretty excited actually by the fact that Ash collapsed, as you can already tell. So he collapses, and then we see, you know, everybody gets together, and it's like, oh wow, Ash, why'd you collapse? And he's like, oh, you know, it's nothing, but he actually knows what's going on, and it's like, okay. And Alain knows what's going on too. And then, of course, as we all know, Alain is part of Team Flare. Yes, we've all known that for a while, I think, now. And, like, I'm starting to wonder, like, what is up with Marion? Like, seriously. Where is she right now? I mean, I almost think, like, maybe, like, what is his plan with her? I mean, is he, like, have some nefarious plan to use her for, like, evil? Like, cause, like, I know in the games, you have that one waitress who becomes this criminal, like, they use her for crime. You know, she's like this thug, essentially, that doesn't have control. And are they going to do a similar thing with Marion? I mean, this could get pretty dark. I hope they don't, but it's easily a possibility. And then as far as the chest pin, seriously, it's not healed yet? I'm a little disappointed about that. I'm like, how long does it take to heal your Pokemon? I mean, seriously, is it dead? Was Marion doing a Nuzlocke? But anyway, that objection aside, I think that it was a pretty amazing episode overall. The entire gist of it was just incredible. I loved the episode. I loved how it ended. And then just Ash's attitude at the end was kind of like Serena at the end of that one episode where after his loss, he flips around his hat. I don't think he's going to keep his hat flipped around. If he did, that'd be a pretty lame change in character, but if he did keep his hat flipped around, that'd be pretty cool, although from what I can tell from the episode 24 preview, that's not going to be the case. But anyway, regardless of whether he keeps his hat flipped around, I would say as a takeaway that was a pretty enjoyable episode. I would predict that we're probably going to be seeing a hint to a more, a better version of Mega Evolution that makes more sense from the Bond perspective. We're also probably seeing an allusion to, in the future, like some sort of plot that's going on with Team Flare. I would definitely say I predict Marion will probably be part of some plan as far as Team Flare, or there's something more personal going on there. And I also would like to predict that we're definitely going to see Ash win the league if he can get things going. Because I feel like he's actually really working towards removing his flaws. And I think Greninja just completely gets rid of a lot of his problems he has. And what he needs to do now is he needs to catch a grass type, though. That is one thing he hasn't done yet. He really, really needs to catch a grass type. Because he doesn't have one. I need to catch a Mega Sceptile, maybe? To bring back Sceptile as Mega? I mean, Sceptile was pretty boss in Diamond and Pearl, but I really doubt he's going to do that. I mean, but he really... I really want him to have a grass type, is the thing. Grass types would just really, really help him. He needs a grass type. I don't know where he's going to catch one exactly. That's still up there, but having a grass type that was resistant... Oh, maybe he could catch Phantom, and then he could get a Trevorant. Yeah, let's go for a Trevorant, Ash. So anyway, basically, I think that Ash will probably in the future be getting a Trevorant, possibly next episode, from what I can tell. And yeah, so basically that's my takeaway. Ash Trevorant, better Mega Evolution, interesting plot going on with Marion there. And I will see you guys later. Please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, leave a dislike if you didn't like it, leave a nasty comment that I will have to remove or discuss with you. And yeah, pretty much just discuss this. I mean, when I say nasty comment, I mean something that's personally attacking somebody. But I will see you guys later, and yeah, have a nice day.